Good afternoon to all present here today. Nearly 3 years after the passing away of our dear Perry Banerjee, we are all gathered here today in her name. For Perry continues to live in our hearts and minds and is still with us in spirit. Many of us here remember clearly her vibrant smile, her positive energy, her sheer zest for life. People like Perry are rare and exceptional, and indeed, they do not die. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sun on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Yes, Perry lives on in the very existence of JMC, its English department, her friends, colleagues, and students, those whom she taught and those whom she continues to inspire through this award. The Perry Banerjee Memorial Award was instituted by a group of her colleagues and close personal friends with the aim of carrying forward her mission of encouraging students not just to attain academic goals, but also hone their talents in extracurricular and literary activities such as dramatics, elocution, debate, and not so literary activities such as march past. The award is given to a student of first year English honours who will be receiving a certificate, a personal trophy, and an attractive cash incentive. Jointly organised by her friends and her department, this function marks a special occasion for all of us, bringing us together to pay our tributes to a dedicated teacher, a wonderful friend, and an extraordinary human being. I would now like to call on Urvashi Bharadwaj, the Vice President of the English Association, to come on stage and take us through the program for today.
I, Urvashi Bharadwaj, Vice President, English Department, welcome our Principal Sister Marina, teachers, and my dear friends. This day marks a very special occasion and is very dear to our hearts. The Perry Banerjee Award inspires the first year students to compete and work harder to achieve the prestige that comes with it. Congratulating this year's recipient who has truly earned it with her dedication and perseverance. Now, I will request Sister Marina to light the lamp to inaugurate the ceremony with God's blessings and address the audience. Renu, come. Sure. You could take this guy. Just place the light. Oh, yeah. At night 4.
Remove the matchstick.
afternoon, everybody. We have gathered here in loving memory of our late Perry Banerjee, who was part and parcel of our institution. Perry bid us goodbye in February 2011 after being ill for a long time. We remember her with lots of love, gratitude and pride. I can't forget the services she has rendered to me in a personal way, as well as to the institution. Perry always had the interest of the institution and her students uppermost in her mind. Her passion for dramatics and music was intense, and that brings us together this morning. The students of the English department have prepared a short program to commemorate the lasting impact she has left on us. I thank all of Perry's friends in keeping her legacy alive, and I especially thank Ms. Dolly Kapoor and the students who have made great efforts in putting together this morning's program. Let's enjoy the program. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sister. Perry ma'am may not be with us today, but we still carry her memories in our hearts. We will now take you down the memory lane, showing you the best moments that she shared with her students and her friends. Perry ma'am valued friendship a lot, and herself was an ideal friend. She is dearly missed. Helen Keller said, and I quote, "So long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good." Depicting the theme of love, we start today's program with a song that renders love in the form of friendship. Here, we call upon the students of English Honours to present a song titled "I'll Be There For You" by Rembrandts. They will be accompanied on the guitar by Anashwara from BCom Honours. Thank you for the beautiful song. Someone said, love is much like a wild rose, beautiful and calm, but willing to draw blood in its defense. showcasing the more violent, aggressive, and the obsessive aspect of love. We will now present in front of you an extract from the play Medea by Euripides and a musical rendition of the poem Porphyria's Lover by Robert Browning. Suvita Jani will now give a brief introduction on the play Medea.
Medea by Euripides opens in a state of conflict. Jason has abandoned his wife Medea along with their 2 children. He hopes to advance his station by marrying the princess of Corinth. Jason's abandonment of the family has destroyed Medea emotionally to the degree that she curses her own existence as well as that of her 2 children. Medea decides to take revenge on her husband by killing her own children. Although the audience may sympathize with Jason and see him as a victim of Medea's wrath, it is also necessary to understand how Medea is portrayed as a passionate and unconventional woman who cannot bear the insult and humiliation of rejection. She refuses to be meek and submissive and defies the norm of a patriarchal society, even challenging the traditional notion of motherhood. Euripides is focusing more on the psyche of Medea than her actions. The audience has to understand the fact that Medea displays both the extremes of love and hatred. Euripides has taken a radical step by making a woman like Medea as her tragic protagonist, though she remains a controversial character in literature. He wants to draw our attention to the wrongs done to women from centuries and ages. Here we present to you our version of a scene from the play Medea, where the role of Medea is played by Anubha and Jason by Apurva. Let us see for ourselves how Medea protests against the injustice done to her by her husband, who appears to be cold, unfeeling, and mercenary in comparison to this woman who follows her heart and can hate as intensely as she loves.
Oh, I am wretched. Pity me for my sufferings. Oh, if only I could die. If only a flaming bolt from heaven could pierce my head. What benefit is it to me to continue living? Oh, the pity of it, the pity. Oh, to die in so fine dressed, leaving behind a loathsome life. Oh, great Themis and Lady Artemis, do you see what I suffer? Even though I bound my accursed husband by weighty oaths? How I wish I could see him and his beloved wife in utter ruin. For the wrongs they dared to inflict on me, who did them no harm? Of all the creatures who have life and reason, we women are the worst of the specimens. In the first place, at great expense, we must buy a husband, taking a master to play tyrant with our bodies. If we manage this task successfully and share our homes with a husband who takes marriage to be a yoke he can bear with ease, our lives are to be envied. But if not, we'll be better off dead. If a man becomes dissatisfied of his married life, he goes outdoors to find relief. But we women are bound to love one partner and look no further. They say we live sheltered lives in houses, free from dangers while they wield their spears in the battlefield. What fools they are! I would rather face an enemy thrice than bear a child even once.
Here I am at your bidding, my lady. You may think of me as an enemy, but I do not deny you this right. I will listen.
You unspeakable wretch! My tongue cannot no further abuse against your spinelessness. Have you come to face me? Has my worst enemy come? Is it right to subject one's own family to ill treatment? And then to look them in the face? It is nothing but sheer shamelessness.
It seems I must prove myself a capable speaker indeed, my lady. As regards the criticisms you make of my marriage to the princess, I shall demonstrate that in so doing, I have shown wisdom, yes, and prudence, and I further acted like a true friend to you and to my children. It was not because I had lost my desire for you, the thought that torments you, and had fallen hopelessly in love with the new bride, or even that I was eager to rival fathers with many sons. For I have a sufficient number of sons, and am well content with them. No, my motives were different. I wanted all of us to live comfortably and not go without anything. For I know that an impoverished man is shunned, given a wide berth by everyone he knows. I wanted to raise my sons in a manner worthy of my household, and to produce brothers for my sons by you, and to put them on an equal footing, thus joining the two families into one, to ensure my prosperity. For what need have you of children? But it is to my advantage to assist my existing ones by means of children yet unborn. Surely I have planned well. Even you would grant this if you were not so embittered by jealousy. The fact is that you women have reached a point where you think your happiness is complete when love smiles on you. But should some misfortune mar that love, you take all that is good and beautiful in life and turn it into grounds for bitter hatred. There should have been some other means for mankind to reproduce itself without the need of the female sex. This would rid the world of all its troubles.
All my sufferings, my wretched sufferings, they invite the world's tears. O cursed children of hateful mother, I want you to die along with your father, and the entire house to go to ruin. It makes me groan to think, what deed am I going to do next? Should I shall kill my own children. No one shall take them away from me. I will wreak havoc on all Jason's house, and then quit this land to escape the charge of murdering my children, my beloved children. You see, my friends, to suffer the mockery of my enemy is something I will not tolerate. The time when I went wrong was when I left my father's house, persuaded by the words of a Greek, who with God's grace shall answer to me yet. So never shall he see children born of me living in the years ahead. Never shall he father a child by his newborn bride. Since foul creature, she must meet a foul end. Let no one think me a weak or feeble woman, or the one to let things pass, but rather one of the other sort. A generous friend, but an enemy to be feared of. It is people like that who achieve true fame in life. So come, my heart, put on your armor. We must not hesitate to do this deed. This terrible, yet necessary deed. No time now for cowardice or thinking of your children. Oh, I'm a woman born to sorrow.
Okay. Oh no. What can I do? Where can I escape my mother's hands? I don't know, dearest brother. We are to die. Yes, for heaven's sake, save us. Somebody help us. Help.
Oh, Zeus, what will you do next? You have destroyed me, lady. You abomination. Oh, children, what a wicked mother you have. What woman can earn more hatred than you? From the gods, from me, from the
poor children, dear to their mother, but not to you.
The pain is yours to feel as well. You share in this suffering.
So now let me tell you one thing. The pain is cancelled. That any mockery of yours is silenced. What gods, what spirits will listen to you? The breaker of oaths, deceiver of hosts?
Oh, Zeus, do you hear how I'm rejected? What injury she does to me? This abomination, this lioness who takes the lives of children? Yet, with all my power, with all my strength, I do lament and call upon gods to witness how, with my children's blood on your hands, you prevent me from touching them or giving their bodies a burial. I wish I had never fathered them to see them later destroyed by you.
Do you think this is a minor annoyance for women? It was not for you or your princess to trample on my love and live a life of pleasure laughing at me. So call me a lioness. Yes. Yes, if you wish so. For I have my claws in your heart as you deserve.
Thank you for bringing media alive for us. Now, I, Parul Goel, will give you a brief introduction to our next program, which is a dramatic rendering of Robert Browning's poem Porphyria's Lover. Taken from his collection of poems titled Dramatic Lyrics, this poem describes a murder from the point of view of an obsessive lover. Browning had always been interested in exploring psychological aberrations, and this dramatic monologue is the first and most important of Browning's study in abnormal psychology. At the beginning of the poem, the lover sits passively in a cold, dark room, sadly listening to the storm, until Porphyria comes through wind and rain and shuts the cold out and the storm. Suspicious of Porphyria's fidelity, he goes on to kill her in an attempt to give her purity a permanent form and sustain this gay feast. Once he is sure of being worshipped by Porphyria, he strangles her to ensure her constancy. His deranged mind compels him to see this chilling murder as an act of beauty, wherein he has immortalized the perfect moment. Such flawed reasoning, in addition to his display of passion on the corpse, reveals the pathological condition of his mind. The last line of the poem, "And yet God has not said a word," betrays the fact that he had indeed been expecting punishment and is subconsciously able to recognize his act to be what it really is, a murder. Receiving no retribution from God, he exults, and it is as if he has insidiously made God a partner in his crime. Now, here we present the poem narrated by Bhuvneshwari, the lover played by Anisha, and Porphyria by Vanshika. So now, dear audience, sit back, hold your breath, and see the drama unfold.
early in tonight. The sullen wind was soon awake. It tore the elm tops down for spite and did its worst to vex the lake. I listened with a heart fit to break. Then glided in Porphyria. Straight she shut the cold out and the storm. Which done, she rose, and from her form withdrew the dripping cloak and shawl, and laid her soiled gloves by, untied her hat, and let the damp hair fall. And last, she sat down by my side and called me. When no voice replied, she put my arm about her waist and made her smooth white shoulder bare, and all her yellow hair displaced, and stooping, made my cheek lie there, murmuring how she loved me. She, too weak for all her heart's endeavor, to set its struggling passion free, from pride and vainer ties dissever, and give herself to me forever. A sudden thought of one so pale for love of her, and all in vain. So she must come through wind and rain. Be sure, I looked up at her eyes, happy and proud. At last I knew, Porphyria worshipped me. Surprise made my heart swell, and still it grew, while I debated what to do. That moment she was mine, fair, perfectly pure and good. I I found a thing to do. And all her hair in one long yellow string I wound. 3 times a little throat around and strangled her. No pain felt she. I'm quite sure she felt no pain. I untightened next the tress about her neck. I propped her head up as before, only this time my shoulder bore her head, which droops upon it still. The smiling, rosy little head, so glad it has its utmost will, that all its contact once is fled, and I, its love, am gained instead. Porphyria's love, she guessed not how her darling one wish would be heard, and thus we sit together now, and all night long we have not stirred. And yet, God has not said a word.
Thank you for this powerful performance, which I am sure had a deep impact on the audience and captivated their imagination. We are fortunate that we have with us Sanya Taneja, the first recipient of this award. Sanya, we would be delighted if you could say a few words on what the award meant to you.
A very good afternoon to all present here. I feel really privileged and honored to be a part of this memorial ceremony. And standing here today, I can recall all the memories, stage practices, props, audience, everything that we did, Pride and Prejudice in Corporate Market. It's been great to be a part of it. And I thank all my teachers and friends and other juniors who've made it possible. And I believe that the recipient this year will equally feel privileged to be a part of this, and I hope the tradition carries on further. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanya. And now, the most awaited moment of the ceremony has arrived. I request Sister Marina to announce the winner of this award and present her with the trophy.
The most honored student, S. Bhuvaneshwari, first year English Honours. May I call on the teachers who constituted this award along with me?
I represent a whole lot of friends here. Maybe feel shy to come up.
Bhuvneshwari, I would like to request you to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a moment of utmost happiness for me to receive this award. I heartily thank all my professors and all the teachers of English department who deemed me worthy of this appreciation. It is unfortunate that we've never been taught by Perry ma'am. All that we've heard about her from Dolly ma'am and other professors as well leaves us with a deep sense of loss. Yet, it gives me immense pleasure to be a recipient of this prestigious award. The very fact that this prize associates me with Perry ma'am, a person of such high spirits and such vivacity, that itself is an achievement for me. Dolly ma'am, as you said, this award is definitely an inspiration for me to do even better in life. I once again thank the department for showing confidence in me. I'll continue to strive harder, to achieve greater heights, and make you all proud. To my juniors, I'd like to say that guys, it is a privilege and I feel blessed to be a part of this department. I'm halfway through my journey in this college already. I've learned so much, but still there's so much more to learn. Involve yourself in as many activities as you can. Do not do it for the sake of earning brownie points, as Harriet Mann says, but do it for yourself. Do it from the heart. These 4 years, make them the best part of your life. Make it memorable. And as for my classmates, I would like to thank you guys and congratulate you for putting up such a brilliant show. Congratulations and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Bhuvneshwari. This perhaps is the right time to invite on stage Ms. Usha Chugh, who is a close friend of Perry ma'am and one of the group of friends that instituted this award.
Well, let me say wow first. Wow! You know, the seed's existence depends on whether it falls on fertile land or infertile land and how it is nurtured. We who instituted this award have been very lucky. We placed this award in the fertile land of the English department, which guaranteed bountiful artistic literary crops 3 years in a row, counting today's. Thank you so much. Perry's parents called me day before, and thus, on behalf of Perry's parents, friends and well-wishers, I would like to thank the following. Our principal, Sister Marina, for her support and especially for understanding the sensitivity behind the award. Secondly, the English department, known for their excellence in whatever they take up. Thirdly, Dolly, Catherine, and the team of girls who I know practiced even during the holidays. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank Dr. Sharda, Neelam Rishi, and the NSS girls who will be helping with the refreshments. I thank Mr. Patania, Mr. Kailash, and Bahadur for providing the background services. As usual, snacks await you, carefully chosen according to Perry's taste. Bread pakoda, chocolate burfi, tea and coffee. Now before we disperse, we would like to show our appreciation to the group that performed today by giving them something. Please could I have that? Girls, please, some of you please come here.
I wasn't meant to be speaking here, but I'm going to butt in. I just want to say a very big thank you and congratulations to the classical batch of second year for putting up such a fantastic show. And of course our 2 third years, Apurva and Anubhav, but every one of them has worked and made a contribution, right from that fireplace that you can see there, to, to a candle, to a pin, to everything. So good job, girls, keep it up. There's one for popping as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Apurva, President, English Literary Association, to give the word of thanks.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. I would like to thank Sister for coming in, awarding Bhubaneswari. I would like to thank Dolly ma'am, Catherine ma'am for guiding all of us and for making us stay till 4 in college to practice. I would like to thank Neelam Rishi ma'am, Shada Bhatnagar ma'am, and the NSS volunteers for helping with the refreshments, and all the teachers. The sounds and lights teams, Alina, Akshita, Maxine, Namita, Parul, Rashmi, everybody who helped make this show a success. Last but not the least, I would like to thank Kailash sir, Pathania sir and his team, Bahadur Bhaiya, Anthony Bhaiya, and the audience for motivating us and encouraging us. Thank you so much. They're telling me to thank Parul, Urvashi, the Vice President, Porphyria, our team, the media team, and Suvidha. Thank you.